comes a week later, and another week later, and another week later. For some of us, we don't even remember our resolutions by the end of January itself. True or not? Which means starting strong is everyone's quality, so no big deal. You are special. You are goddess energy. You are an awakened woman. You are extraordinary only if you learn to finish strong. So I'm going to ask all of you here. You are here this morning. For those of you who are committing to finishing strong, that means if I am going to be here till 12:30, then are you also going to be here with me till 12:30? Put 12:30 in the chat box and I commit. I commit 12:30 in the chat box. If you are willing to commit to being here till I am here, you will be here. That's the kind of person I finish strong. I will finish strong. You will see a completely new personality emerging within you. I want to see I commit in the chat box. That's the kind of words I'm looking for. I commit. I commit. I commit. Come on, everyone. I commit. Who all are going to stay right till the end? Beautiful. Love it. Love it. So easy to have initiative, so difficult to have finishative, है ना? Fabulous. And last but not the least, I want all of you to hear, take your fingers like this. Everybody take your fingers like this and do the bhangra. Do the bhangra. Do the bhangra. Do the bhangra. You know what? If you become successful in life without having fun on the journey, that success will not mean anything. So learning to have fun while you totally build your life seriously is the biggest talent that you can own. True or not? How many of you are with me? How many of you willing to have fun? Now, some of you here did not raise your finger, did not choose to have fun. You know what you're going to miss out? You're going to climb the ladder of success, yes. But at the end of it, it won't be worth it. Because you would have skipped noticing the flowers, noticing the breeze, noticing the hot tea, being grateful for life, enjoying your relationships, enjoying conversations, enjoying things that are meant to be enjoyed on this path, right? How many of you are willing to take fun along? Put joy and fun, JF, in the chat box. Come on, everyone. I want you to really understand that without joy and fun, can you all see me having fun today? I'm not willing to work a single day without fun in it. Yeah? Every success of mine has to be layered with fun and joy. Otherwise, it's not success at all. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Awesome. And if you enjoy such things, I would love for each one of you here, please follow me on Instagram. It's Pooja_Puneet. I show up every Wednesday to answer your questions. And if you love all of this, also follow Success Gyan India. They will send you some of the most fabulous speakers on this planet for you to learn from. So if you are a lifelong learner, put LLL in the chat box right now. Can I see LLL in the chat box? Yes, absolutely. And I want you to own being a lifelong learner, which means you're going to follow different things on Instagram now. No longer is it going to be only about fashion or influence or all of those. I want you to start to follow real motivation, real inspiration, people who are speaking to you, who are going to change your perspective, because of which your life will change. Yes? Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now let's move into the main portion of today's session, which is truly your 4 avatars. How many of you wanting to become goddesses here? Yes. What is a goddess for you? First, let me ask you that. What do you mean? When you think of a goddess, what does she mean for you? Can you share a few words with me in the chat box? What does goddess mean for you? Does goddess mean abundant? What does goddess mean for you? It could mean abundance, it could mean emotionally mature, it could be more disciplined, it could mean, beautiful relationships, it could mean looking amazing. What does goddess mean for you? think my chat box is a bit slow because I can still see JF, joy and fun happening. Okay, I'm just going to go forward because chat box is a bit slow and I'll come back to the words that you're sharing. Yeah? Perfect. Okay, looks like I went off and came back. Can everybody hear me, see me clearly? Fabulous. Just give me a moment. I'm going to quickly put my PPT back. Just make sure I can see my timer. I can't see my timer. All right. I am back here again. Oh, thank you, Abhishek. Love the words, Yashika. Positivity, higher divine vibration, independent, strong, beautiful. Surabhi, so sweet. Take your time, it happens. That's too sweet. Absolutely. You know, with technology, this is one of those issues. But thank you so much. Thank you for waiting and thank you for all of this. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I like that, Rajni. That is solid and powerful. Super. So the first avatar that I want to move into with you is called the Queen Bee avatar. What do I mean when I say the Queen Bee avatar? I want all of you to take your imaginary crowns lying in front of you and put it on your head. Everybody take your imaginary crowns and put it on your head and feel the queenness within you. Feel that energy of being powerful. Feel that energy of really straightening your back, raising your chin slightly and looking out at this world knowing that something very special is there in you. Can everyone just take a moment to truly own that queen energy? Fabulous. Absolutely. And if you had to operate from this energy every day, would you agree that your confidence will feel very, very different? Everyone, tell me in one word, how does this energy feel to you? What is it doing to you? Feel it in your body. Feel that power flowing throughout your body. Empowered, awesome, divine, powerful, confident, satisfied, positive, energetic, empowered, fabulous, content, enthusiastic, happy, energized, beautiful. You guys got it. You are bang on. Absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, absolutely. And that's what I want you to own on a daily basis. How many of you think every morning, like how you have a ritual of brushing, you can actually put this crown on your head and own this energy on a daily basis? The reason I have Oprah Winfrey here is because I truly believe that she owns her queen bee energy. Too many of us are living in a world where we are being told by other people what we are not. Anytime we are showing our brilliance, we are being reminded how ordinary we are and who do we think we are and how dare we. And you know what? We've forgotten our own brilliance in the process. Today, just take all of that back. Can we do that? And one of the easiest ways to take that back, if you truly want to become a queen bee, is to know why you are here. What's your mission? What's your greater purpose? What's going to be this journey? Yes? So I'm going to ask you one very beautiful question. Every evening, can you really ask yourself, did I truly live today? What's the beautiful question? Every day, ask yourself, did I truly live? Over the next 3 hours, I'm going to share with you 1, 2, 3 questions that you can ask every single day so that you can live a regret-free life. Yeah? And the first question is going to be, did I truly live? How do I answer that? If you woke up with enthusiasm, if you woke up filling yourself and infusing yourself with your own power, if you woke up knowing that God has not made any mistakes and you are perfect the way you are, and you own that and you want to make yourself better, but you're content with who you are because you know God hasn't made any mistakes, then that's the energy I love for you to operate from. Yeah? So, did I truly live? Today, did I truly live? That means I smelled the flowers. I noticed people around me. I wasn't only engrossed in scrolling Instagram or Facebook or lost in my past or too much into my future. Was I present with everything that came across my life? Did I truly live? How many of you think you can commit to truly living a fabulous life? Yes? Love it, love it, love it. And how many of you are willing to let go of all the excuses that we've been making because we want to, yeah, exactly, hide behind? I want to share with you a story of this lady. She was about 56 years old. Her grandchild had come under the car in America and she lifted the car to save him. She lived in a small little town, and all the journalists of the town wanted to interview her on how did she manage to pick up such a massive heavy car and save her grandchild. She refused to give any interview. There was lines of people waiting outside her house and she's refusing to give any interview, till one of the journalists called her up and said, "Don't give me an interview, just tell me why you're not giving an interview." To him she said, "Okay, come over today evening at 5 p.m." When he went over, she was sitting there and crying, saying, "You know what? I've gone into deep regret. If I could lift the car at this age, what could have I done with my life? And now I'm just feeling like I've wasted away my life." As he sat there and heard her speak, he realized that she had lots of things that she wanted to achieve. So he asked her, "What was it that you really wanted to achieve in your life?" She said, "You know what? I wanted to become a geologist so badly. I have so much interest in rocks. I would have loved to have done geology." And he asked her, "What is stopping you now?" And she started to tell him, how old she is and now how it's her time to support her children and her grandchildren. And she started to speak, open her mouth and speak. And you know what he said? He said, "Don't tell me. Just stand in front of the mirror. And if you really think you cannot be a geologist, then only don't be. I'm leaving." And he left. 4 years later, this lady from her graduation ceremony invited this man to sit in the first row as she spoke from stage about how gorgeous or her life has become in the last 4 years and how she's truly manifested into her life becoming a professor in the college from where she was graduating. That's really what her ultimate dream was. How many of you here know that the excuse that you are currently making is not even true? How many of you here know this? Yeah? Can you tell me in the chat box what is it that you're hiding behind? Are you saying, "I don't have education, I don't have money, I don't have the time, my children are too small, I don't have the resources, no one is going to support me, fear of failure, too much doubt"? What is it that you are saying to yourself? Wow. And you know what? As you own this, tell me something. If you went on a journey, don't tell me. Tell yourself in front of the mirror, is this excuse even true? Is there anyone in this world who's had the same excuse and yet managed to make a success out of their life? Yes? Then why not you? Today, are you willing to shift your energy from excuse energy to doing energy? Are you willing to stretch yourself that, you know what, yes, it won't be easy, but it's going to be worth it? Some of you are asking me her name. Actually, I don't remember it, but it's there in the Jack Canfield's book called The Success Principles. Okay? So, or you can just Google it. I'm sure if the parts I've told you of the story, if you can just Google geologist, old lady lifted the car, it may just show up. Yeah? Next time I'll just put her name on the slide. Thank you for that suggestion. Yes. Truly, I want today for you to let go of those excuses that you've been living behind. How many of you are willing to let go? Come on, everyone, do this. Do tight fist, tight fist, tight fist, and then release. And just feel all of the excuses leaving your hands and flowing out into the world. That they no longer belong to you. That you're not going to anymore hide behind all of this. Allow for it to go. Let it go now. How long are you going to keep on living behind these? Let go go of the fear. Let go of all of that. Yes? Fabulous. Chitra, just check why you can't see me, darling. You should be able to see me and my slides. All right, let's move into passion. Yeah? How I want you to look at passion. Passion truly is like a massive mothership in the middle of the ocean. And passion is telling you, come to me, which means all of your dreams and desires that you live with, they all are leading you in one direction, that is towards your gorgeous mothership. Yes? So each one of us is on our tiny little boat, and the more we are connected with our dreams and desires, the faster we are swimming towards our mothership. All of you with me, able to understand? But you know what? As we swim on that little boat, sometimes what happens is a storm hits us and our boat turns around and starts to swim in the opposite direction rather than our mothership. And then we get surrounded by negative situations, negative people. We get busy, but we are stuck. We are going round and round and round, but we can't see any solution. Anybody knows? Anybody here stuck in that space? I want to welcome each one of you here. Today is our day to turn your boat around slowly but steadily and move you back into swimming towards that mothership. Can we all do that? Beautiful. Love that. Love that. This is the kind of energy I was looking for in the chat box. Yes. I want you to turn your boat around. How long are you going to spend time thinking about that one person that hurt you, thinking about that one person who's trying to, put you down? I want you to start to go, you know what? Nothing is important but my future, my dreams, my desires. Because if I become that person who I need to be, everything will automatically start to come around. Yes? I want each one of you to start to think like this. So many of us, because we've been hurt, we've been disappointed, we've stopped dreaming only. We are scared to dream now. That what if it doesn't come true? Once again, my heart will break. I want you to recreate that heart of courage this time and say, you know what, no matter how many times my heart breaks, I'm not leaving my mission this time. I know I'm meant for something bigger. There is a possibility of greatness inside of me that's dying to come out, and I'm going to work with that. Vidhi is saying scared. Vidhi, that's absolutely natural, okay? I want you to know one thing. Yes, absolutely. I want you to know one thing. Everybody here who's feeling scared, you cannot go on the path of your greatness and not feel fear. Fear is like two sides of the same coin, success and fear. Without fear, there is no success. They both come hand in hand. So if today onwards you can start to, every time you feel scared, just celebrate. That means I'm on track. My way of knowing I'm on track is that I'm feeling fear, because every time we step out of our comfort zone, we feel fear. How do you think we can do that? Yes? How many of you think we can do that? We can start to really fall in love with our fear, our doubt, because we know we are on track. Only people who feel doubt and fear are who are dreaming big. If you're sitting in front of TV eating chips, do you think you'll have doubt and fear about that? Absolutely not. Only if you're dreaming big will doubt and fear come. So whenever doubt and fear come, you should say, I'm on track. Yes? Love it. Fabulous. Remember this one very important thing. Clarity does not come from thought, it comes from engagement. Clarity does not come from thought, it comes from engagement. What do I mean when I say this? A lot of us are sitting on our sofas every day, sitting and thinking, what should I do? What should I do? Maybe I'm good at baking, I'll become a baker. And maybe on Monday morning, you go tell your full family, I'm going to become a baker. I've decided I'm going to launch my business. Tuesday, you are doing all exploring Google videos, YouTube videos. You're finding out what are the, kind of things you can do. You're creating a menu. You're fully excited. By Wednesday, you're starting to feel that fear and doubt. So you're going, but there are already so many bakers in my city. But she's already doing such a good job. But why will they buy from me? She's so much better. What if I fail? What if they don't love my cakes? By Thursday, what your aura had expanded on Monday has become so small. And by Friday, you're like, nah, I don't want to become a baker. Baker is not my thing. I think I want to become a... and then you go into some new idea. And then you go from idea to idea to idea, and you're wondering why you're not becoming successful, even though you have so many ideas. The real truth is, it's the ones who execute who become successful, not the ones with the maximum ideas. Ideas are like three butterflies going from shoulder to shoulder of everybody, which is why sometimes you'll have an idea, and next week you'll see your friend executing it and saying, Shikes, that was my idea. I had this idea. How many of you think you can start to now engage rather than sit and be thinking that I have to get it right before I start? I want you to give up this idea of getting it right, and I'll tell you why. There are two kinds of women that have been coming to me for the last 10 years. One I call the road navigator. This is the woman who kind of knows what she wants to do. Like Lata Mangeshkar at the age of 5 knew she wanted to be a singer. Sachin Tendulkar by 10th grade knew he wanted to be a cricketer. But very few people have this level of clarity where they just know they have to now walk the path of life, but their path is already pre-created. Most of us belong to a new section called river gypsies. River gypsies' life is like an onion. You peel one layer, only then the next layer becomes obvious. Then you peel the next layer, then only the next layer becomes seen. And from one gate to the next gate to the next gate, you can only walk once you've crossed the other gate. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying? So today morning, you may wake up and say, I want to do this session with Pooja and see where it goes. Because of this session, you may have some idea. When you start to execute that idea will take you off somewhere else. You may feel, Ayo, I wasted my time in Pooja's session, yaar, because I thought that I want to become this, but later on I'm realizing only because you came here, you reached there, and when you reach there, you reach there, and from there, you'll reach there. Some people think, oh, so sad, Pooja, 10 years you wasted of your life being a teacher of a school. No, those 10 years taught me that I wanted to actually become a coach, and they gave me the entire space and periphery to be able to understand at what level I wanted to do it, with who I wanted to do it, what my niche will be, what my topic will be, what I'm passionate about. So some of us are going to look at our lives and go, I've gone from business to business to business, or different things I keep doing. I can't stick to one thing. And some of us are going to know that every single thing has added to my complexity of life. Every single thing that I've done makes me today who I am incomplete, and it's taking me towards my full complete path. How many of you really are starting to understand that no longer anything in your life is ever wasted? You are who you are because of the gorgeous steps that you've taken. Yes? So if you can own all of that and be the river, why do I call you river gypsy? River knows where it started. River knows where it's going to go. Correct or no? But does it flow in a straight line? How does the river flow? Sometimes in the opposite direction of where it needs to go. Correct or not? And a lot of people will be saying, where is this river going off? But the real truth is, only the river knows that the flow that it's creating is creating magic for everyone around them, because civilizations get created thanks to the silt on the banks of the river. True or not? And so you're not even knowing who all you are touching, what all is happening in your life as you flow. And eventually, you know what? When you will touch the ocean, you will know that that moment only got created because of the path that you had taken. Yes? How many of you know that your life is magical if you start to look at it from those eyes? Thank you, Sonia. Yes, absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. Some of you want the last slide. This last slide was just clarity does not come from thought, it comes from engagement. It's a Marie Forleo quote. These are the kind of questions I want all of you to start to ask yourself. What is it that you love doing? Some of these are from Ikigai and some of these are made by me, because it's a combination of these questions. Remember, the quality of your life is the quality of the questions you ask it. Okay, the quality of your life is the quality of the questions you ask it. What is it that you love doing? What is it that you're good at? What does the world need from you? Who do you admire? People that you admire, remember, you are the seed of the people you admire. For me, I used to admire Oprah Winfrey, Michelle Obama, Mother Teresa. I realized these are all strong women who are having contribution in the world. Maybe that's what I choose to become. That's why I admire them. I want want you to start looking, who do you admire? Maybe you have a seed of that tree. What can you be paid for in a world right now post-COVID where everything has changed? Ask yourself, what is it that I can be paid for? The kind of new occupations that are showing up post-COVID is so unique. I'm going to share one of them with you today by the end of today's session. But I can tell you that, you know what, the world has changed, and I hope some of us change along with it. Yeah. Notice, where do you spend most of your time? Look at your Google history and say, do you tend to watch YouTube videos on interior decoration with influencers? Are you a fashionista? Do you love, makeup? Do you love jewelry? What is it that you are most attracted to, where you are spending a lot of your time? Because let me tell you, somewhere in there is your passion. Yes or no? Fabulous. Love it. I would love for you to share in the chat box what's the one thing that you already kind of know, 1, 2, or 3 things that you kind of know within this somewhere lies your passion. You could be becoming a coach in spirituality, in... Wow, Shruti, thank you so much for even writing that. For all of you here who are starting to feel the awakening is happening, that your calling is pulling you now, I just want you to know this is how it feels. Love it, love it, love it. So beautiful. Different types of coaching, teaching, writer, polymath, yoga, singer, dancer, traveling the world, app designing, interior designing, beautiful landscaping. Love it, love it, love it. Fabulous. I'm going to give you a quick activity. Okay, everybody in the chat box put ELP. ELP. What is ELP? Explore, learn, practice. Whatever you wrote in the chat box for this 1 week, for the next 7 days, I want you to spend a lot of your time exploring. If you can join something where you can even learn this a little more, then learn and practice it, practice it, practice it. You spend the next 7 days, the next 30 days, the next 60 days, the next 90 days, you will suddenly have a skill set that is monetizable. How many of you are understanding what I'm saying? Yes? Fabulous. So ELP. Anytime you find any passion, I want you to look at it and go, I want to explore this, learn, practice. Explore, learn, practice. Explore, learn, practice. You put all these 3 on it, you will start to see it'll turn more and more monetizable. The more monetizable it becomes, the more independent and your own identity starts to get created. Yes? Everyone say hi, Manisha. Somebody saying, can you elaborate? Let me tell you Manisha's story. When Manisha came to me the first time, she was extremely confused around her passions. So I sat her down and I said, come, let's do the passion test, okay? When we sat down and did the passion test, what I realized was that she loves makeup, she loves hair care, she loves skincare products, she was a chemical engineer. She wanted to create all of this for the woman of today without all of those chemicals. She wanted to make an organic line, all of that paraben free, this, that. She was extremely passionate about the kind of stuff we women were putting on our skin is just not the right thing to put on our skin, because she understood chemicals so well. So I asked her, where do you want to start? And she was like, I don't know, Pooja, there's so much I can do and I want to do, because she was like a multi-passionate preneur. You know, how many of you here, it's not one thing, but you have 5 things and you don't know where to start? I call these people multi-passionate. If you're multi-passionate, put MP in the chat box, which means you don't have one thing but so many options. So when we did the passion test, we realized the one that she was most passionate about at that point, or she had the maximum resources to be able to do that the fastest, was skincare. So she started a company called CSOL, which started with skincare line. Today, she's built the brand so big. I'm so proud of her. Listen to her story and I'll tell you the rest of it.
Hi guys, I'm Manisha Chopra, owner of CSOL and Kerosol Cosmetics, a brand which has more than 600 products, and we supply to more than 10,000 salons pan-India. But this was just a dream 10 years ago. I had no idea if I could ever do it. I was just a mother of 2 young kids, 1 and 3, in Australia, and my responsibilities as a mother, as a wife, as a daughter were much bigger for me in my brain. And I had I used to feel that probably I'll be guilty if I'm trying to follow my heart, follow my passion. And that's exactly when Pooja came into my life. She was that one person who showed that confidence in me that, Manisha, you're all worth it. Manisha, you have it in you and you can just
inspiring, super inspiring story. Put SI for super inspiring if you really feel like, wow, this is the kind of person I would like to become. Yes? Fabulous. Love it, love it, love it. If you truly want to own your queen bee energy, work with recognizing what is your passion, what gives you a clear identity, who are you, and what are you here to do, how are you going to create a meaningful life for yourself by contributing this to other people. If you can start to figure out what it is that you're here for, you will start to have a complete different or shift in your own energy. Yes? Wonderful. Love it, love it, love it. If you want to learn how to be more of a queen bee, I would love for you to stand in front of the mirror every single day and own your power. See if you can do what I call the victory log. You know what is the victory log? Where every day in front of the mirror, you count 1, 2, or 3 things that you're super proud of achieving that day. For example, I'll stand in front of the mirror and go, Pooja, I'm so proud. Today when the chocolate cake came on the table, you chose to walk away. Pooja, I'm so proud of you. You showed up even though you just flew in from Maldives last night. You showed up for your session this morning fresh and looking happy. Okay, or Pooja, I'm so proud of you for spending so much time with your children. So, whatever it is that you are feeling proud of, if every single day you can start to own that, our brain loves to put us down. Our critique is always ready. True or not? Yeah? And if we can start to soften our critical mind by self-praise every day, recognize our own greatness, you will start to exude that kind of energy. Yes? Beautiful. And that's how you become a queen bee. Now I'm going to move you into the second avatar. The second avatar is what I call the kind angel. So from queen bee, let's move to the kind angel. Queen bee is all about you. It's about your power, your confidence, but you know what? The more powerful you become, the more confident you become, the more you start to grow in your own aura, you're going to simply start to now want to give to others. It's such an automatic overflow that we, especially as women, go into. People ask me, Pooja, which is more important, queen bee or kind angel? I say, which is more important, breathing in or breathing out? Breathing in is also important, breathing out is also important. Queen bee is also important, kind angel is also important. Because what is the qualities of a kind angel? Kind angel has compassion, love, giving. She's generous. She's got this very warm, motherly kind of energy, empathy, respect. How many of you think you can all turn into queen bees first, kind angel next? How many of you think you can start that loop of your life? Yes? And as a kind angel, I would love for you to grow your heart. What's the motto of a kind angel? Grow your heart. What is the motto of a queen bee? Selfish to be selfless. Queen bee's motto is selfish. Everybody write this down. Queen bee, selfish to be selfless. Kind angel, grow the size of your heart. But you know what? There is one thing I want to make you aware before I tell you to grow the size of your heart. You remember we asked the question, did I truly live? Today I want you to ask you, from today, every single evening, I want you to ask your question, did I truly love? Did I truly love? But you know what? We love the world, we love the country, we love society, we love friends, we love our family. There's one person we forget to love in the process of loving others. Can you tell me who is it that we forget to love? Who is it that we forget to love? Ourselves. Beautiful. Absolutely. And I think that is by far the most important thing. If you don't love yourself, you are going to fill yourself up with bitterness and resentment. How many of you know this? That you know what? When we don't love ourselves and we become too kind to others, they take us for granted. And when they take us for granted, instead of loving them back, we become bitter. We keep doing for them, but from inside, we are going on getting more angry, more bitter, more resentful, more hurt. And as all of that happens, we wonder why at the end of our lives, so many of our mothers or mother-in-laws are carrying so much negativity. That's because they only gave. And if you keep giving, what's going to happen eventually? You're going to become juiced out. So you want to learn to take, give, and create that flow of life. Some of us, because from a very young age, especially in India, we are culturally conditioned that who we are as a daughter-in-law, as a sister, as all of our relationships, wife, mother, is more important than who we are for ourselves. And I think it's about time we gave this relationship the most important word, the relationship that you have with yourself. Yes? Love it, love it. So ask yourself every day, did I truly live? Then ask yourself, did I truly love? And start with yourself. You know, my mother, she's from the old school, so she would always give the hot roti first to my father, then to both her children. She normally either ended up eating the cold roti or she would wait for the hot roti till the end, right? Or when we were going for a picnic, let's say in our Innova, she'll put my dad in the front seat with the driver, she'll put us in the bucket seats, and she will go sit at the back. And a day came when we even stopped asking her the hot roti, or we would wait for her. Mama to le lengi, ya fir mama to piche baiti jayenge, and we would wait for her to go to the back so that we could sit in the good seats because we knew she's not going to ever choose the good seats when we are there in the room. Tell me something. Eventually, when she felt hurt that nobody was asking her, did she train us to not ask her in some ways? True or not? Did she train us to not ask? Exactly. And I want all of you to know this, that if someone is mistreating you right now in your life, yes, what they're doing is wrong. But there's a part of you that truly hasn't stood up for your own self. There's a part of you that has trained them in your own goodness so that you don't look bad. You have given everyone the permission to treat you in this manner. Yes? You want the previous slide. This slide? Are you talking about this slide, guys? Kind angel, yeah? Druma, isn't that a selfish thing to do? Tell me something honestly. In life, if you don't know how to treat yourself, how are you going to teach others to treat you? So every single one of you, write this down. Selfish to be selfless. Just know this in your heart that for some time in your life, if you are selfish and you grow in who you are, your aura grows. The first thing that's going to happen to you when your aura grows is you're going to go into overflow. Whenever we women come from scarcity, our heart becomes so small. We think of that as selfish, but actually, you know what is the most selfish thing to do? Is to continuously keep giving, because a day will come where you'll have nothing to give and then you'll only be a taker. And that's what will make you selfish. Selfish is not taking to give. Selfish is only taking because you never took in time, so now you're only a taker. With me, everyone? Able to understand? Fabulous. So from today onwards, Queen Bee, kind angel. Queen Bee, kind angel. Prioritizing self, prioritizing others. Prioritizing self. Tell me, would it be anything wrong had my mom said Monday Papa ko hot roti milegi, Tuesday mujhko, Wednesday bhaiya ko, or Thursday aapko? Couldn't she have done that? Would we have thought her to be selfish because she took the hot roti one of the days? Exactly. So start to prioritize yourself and don't look at it as a selfish act ever. Yes? Love it, love it, love it. In my house, I have something called the 24-hour rule. Do you want to know what is a 24-hour rule? So for all of us here to be kind angels, I would love for each one of you to start to follow this, that anything your family asks you for, see if you can organize it within 24 hours. What do I mean when I say 24 hours? Sometimes my children will come on the table and say, Rajma chawal nahi khane, pasta khana hai. I'll say, in the next 24 hours, it will get made for you. Okay, my husband will say, where are the batteries? In the next 24 hours, you can make it 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, it's up to you. A kind angel, for most of us women, you know what we are doing? We are prioritizing other people and outside and taking for granted our own closest people. That's what we are doing. A lot of us, if Chachi Saas comes, we'll make it super special for her, but we'll tell our family to adjust because you know what? Aap log to samjho yaar, main kitna karungi. You know what I mean? So if you can reverse that and you can start to give importance to the people you love most by giving this option of, you know what, in the next 24 hours to 48 hours, this will be done for you. And every single one starts to understand that everyone in this house, their needs are important. Mom's needs are important. Dad's needs are important. Children's needs are important. Yes, you will get the toothbrush also. Yes, you will get that also. Yes, you will, whatever the needs are, everyone starts to respect each other's needs. Can you tell me, will this house have a solid kindness in it or not? Yes? How many of you think you're willing to be up for this challenge? That whatever people who are closest to you, you're going to give them importance by looking after their needs, and you're going to expect the same from them. So when you have a need, let them also fulfill it and say, you know what, the 24-hour rule runs for everyone in this house, not just me. Fabulous. Today, though, it's become super easy. When I started this about 15 years ago, I used to run to the market. But I can tell you today, thanks to internet and being able to order online, it's all so much easier. True or not? Fabulous. And now let's move into the third goddess avatar. How many of you have understood the queen bee? How many of you have understood the kind angel? Come on, raise your right hand if you understood queen bee. Raise your left hand if you understood kind angel. Yes? Fabulous. Now let's move into the third relationship. One was with yourself, one was with others. Now the next one is with God Himself, right? It's called the divine feminine. How many of you here are ready to go on a journey to truly build your faith and surrender in God? This is a very important. If you truly want your goddess to be awakened, today we are doing goddess by design session today, right? If you truly want your goddess to be awakened, then I want you to start a beautiful relationship with that universal energy. Whatever you want to call it, you decide the name. It could be Allah, it could be Jesus, it could be Krishna, it could be Buddha, it could be anything. Jainism, it's not the religion I'm looking for. It's that universal energy that we connect to, because of which our life starts to manifest so much better. Sai Baba, perfect. Shiv Baba, perfect. Fabulous. Some of you are naturally like that, and some of you are working towards it. But I would love for your divine to now start to show up. Divine, you know what's the beauty of when you're a divine feminine? What's your beauty? It is that you have this faith that God is working for you, never against you. That this universe brings you luck. How many of us say things like, I'm jinxed, I have so much bad luck? When we say things like this, we make that a self-fulfilling prophecy. I want you to start to say sentences where if you knew that God was hearing you every day, everything that you say, then this would be a good thing to say. How many of you heard of sentences like, we have Saraswati sitting on our tongue at least once a day? Then we must start to speak better. What vocabulary we are choosing. Yes, so many of us, especially post-COVID, have such high anxiety, such high worry. You know which kind of people have a lot of worry and anxiety? Those who don't have enough faith in their God. And you know, how do you build faith in your God? Every single day, write gratitude. What do you need to do? Write gratitude every single day. Move into a space of training your brain into really the highest frequency. The highest frequency in the world is of gratitude. And when every day our brain wants to focus on the negative stuff, right? Our brain, why does negative news sell so much? Because our brain is looking to protect us. So negativity is something it attracts very quickly. When we start to every day write down gratitude or things that we are grateful for, automatically our brain starts to get trained into noticing the good of our life. And you keep doing that long enough, a time will come where your brain in every situation will be able to find the good. With me, everyone, able to understand how many of you willing to awaken your divine feminine today? Yes? To awaken, I started this in 2006. 2006, Puneet and I went to Goa, and both of us started writing gratitude. And till this morning, I've been writing gratitude almost every single day for the last 16 years. When people ask me, Pooja, how are you so positive? I say very simple. For the next 30 days, 21 days actually is also enough. Next 21 days, you do gratitude every day. Tell me by the 21st day if your energy and frequency is not changed. You will start to manifest things in life which you're going to be so surprised. You're going to say, how is this magic happening? How are these miracles happening? In our life, whatever we focus on grows. What we appreciate appreciates. We keep on focusing on our past. Most of us are stuck in our past. We are thinking about our past. We are thinking about all that has gone wrong. And more wrong is coming into our life, because what we think about is what grows into our life, right? Now, if you are an angry person, more things to get angry about are coming. If you're a sad person, more things to be sad about are coming. You start to become a grateful person. God is going to start to give you so much more to be grateful for. How many of you are willing to start the practice of gratitude? Divine feminine is truly a woman who really on a daily basis goes, I'm truly grateful to God for sipping my tea in front of the sun today. I'm grateful to God for the bank loan getting passed. I'm grateful to God for the fresh flowers in my house. I'm grateful to God for the 2 beautiful children God has gifted me. I'm grateful to God for my staff coming back from holiday today. I'm grateful to God. This could be good things, bad things, ugly things. It doesn't matter. It is our mindset that needs to be changed to see the blessing in every situation. You start to see a blessing in every situation, your life becomes a blessing. Archana saying, I do this every day. I love you, Archana, for writing that. Absolutely. Mukta is saying, I'm going to start from today. Mukta, you can't imagine how powerful this exercise is. Okay. So, every one of you here, I want you to commit to doing gratitude for the next 21 days and you will see your life change for forever. Yeah? Beautiful. Love it. Love it. I love how many of you are putting I commit in the chat box. Yeah, that's the kind of energy I want. Love it. How many of you remember those questions? Did I truly live? Did I truly love? The last question, if you want to live a regret-free life, every day I want you to ask yourself is, did I truly matter? What do I mean when I say, did I truly matter? I want each one of you here to give me your next 5 minutes very, very properly, okay? Because I can tell you that it's so important that we as women, especially, start to contribute back. Why do I say this? You know, there's a beautiful story actually I heard, which I must share with you. There was this man who had become very rich very recently, okay? So he had earned loads and loads of money and he went to a life coach and he said, life coach, I'm not feeling happy. I've earned so much money. I was pretty sure that if I become successful, I'm going to become happy, but I'm just not feeling happy. So he said, okay, tell me more. He said, I picked up a house, I picked up a car, thinking that, you know, if I have a beautiful house and a beautiful car, I'll feel happy. He said, I didn't feel happy, so I thought maybe I need, you know, more of it. So I went and picked up a house in the hills. I picked up a house in the beach, on a beach front. I picked up different kinds of houses. I picked up different kinds of cars. I still not feeling happy. So I thought maybe I need different things. Maybe these are regular things, so I'm not enjoying it. I'll pick up an aeroplane. I'll pick up an NFL team. I'll pick up things which nobody else has. Still, I'm not feeling happy. Life coach, can you please help me? So the life coach very sweetly saying, look, right now I'm leaving for Africa to give these little children who have lost their legs in mines, you know, these prosthetic legs. If you want, you can come along with me. I'm back on Monday. We'll start your sessions. So he said, okay. He said, if you are coming along, let's go in your plane. He said, okay, done. So they decided to both together fly to Africa, and in the camp, he's distributing these prosthetic legs to all these sweet little children. And one of the child actually holds this man's leg. And he's looking at him with his big eyes and tears rolling down. And he's looking at that little child and saying, is there anything else I can do for him? Is there anything else he wants from me? He's looking at the child. The child is just going on, you know, beautiful tears are flowing down his face. And he's like, what's happening here? Why is he crying? You know, like, what can I do? Eventually, the child opens his mouth and says, nothing. I just want to see your face a little longer, for I want to know what God looked like on earth. And in that moment, that man knew that the reason of his happiness is not going to come from taking. It's going to come from whatever he's going to be landing up giving. And for all of you here who are here for your success, look for how you can add value to this world, and you will sleep so much better every night. Every night you will feel so much more fulfilled. In a world where we have forgotten all of this, we need to come back to our divine feminine, and our divine feminine knows that to remain grateful to God every single day, we need to do things in this world to be grateful for. Yes, everyone with me, able to understand, willing to start your journey of living a meaningful life? Love it. Fabulous. Love it. Love it. Love it. So each one of you here own all of these avatars first. The queen bee. How many of you remember the queen bee? Everyone put on your crown. Feel your power. Queen bee. How many of you remember? Kind angel. We have to keep growing the size of our heart to learn to prioritize ourselves so that eventually we can prioritize others. Yes? And that beautiful relationship that we need to create with God, where we are so deeply grateful that He gives us more reasons to be grateful, and we live a meaningful life knowing that we are doing His work on earth. And when we start to combine all of these things, the goddess within us starts to get awakened at a level that we've never known before. How many of you are with me? With me, everybody? Put with you, Pooja. Put with you in the chat box. With you. Love it, love it, love it. Fabulous. One quick detour I want to take, okay? This is especially for all the women in the room. I want to speak to you very directly. There are a lot of relationships I'm asking you to create today. A relationship with yourself, a relationship with the people you love, a relationship with the divine. But there's one more very important relationship